Hi everybody. How was my last tutorial part about some of the hobbies in the German language? Do write your reviews in the comment section. In this last tutorial part, I will cover some more hobbies. But before studying this part, please check out my last tutorial 21 in which I have mentioned the conjugations of the regular and irregular verbs in German. So let's have a look. So some more hobbies I have mentioned here. So to write is in German schreiben, and to write any poem or any novel is in singular das Gedicht for the poem and plural die Gedichte. Gedichte schreiben or any novel, in fact, is der Roman. Now this word looks like the English word Roman but has nothing to do with that. Roman means a novel. Der Roman, plural die Romane. So the hobby would be Romane schreiben. Then either it is a necessity or maybe even your hobby if you learn a foreign language. A foreign language is die Fremdsprache. Now, interestingly, as I've mentioned in my previous tutorials also, many German nouns are compound nouns made up of one or more nouns. And die Fremdsprache is yet another compound noun. But it is made up of an adjective and a noun. Fremd means strange and die Sprache means the language. And fremd not only means in the sense of strange but also something that is foreign. So in this context, it means the foreign language. So you can say, mein Hobby ist Fremdsprache lernen. Or if you want to specify a language, mein Hobby ist Deutsch lernen. Then we have einkaufen gehen, to go shopping. Now this hobby looks similar to the hobby that I covered in my previous tutorial part, which was spazieren gehen, to go walking. Now, if we put this hobby in a sentence using my hobby is, you will just say, mein Hobby ist einkaufen gehen. Mein Hobby ist spazieren gehen. But if you're going to conjugate the verbs, then you might wonder that these are two verbs. So which of these should you be conjugating? So let's have a look at sentences. Ich gehe gern spazieren. I like going for a walk. Ich gehe gern einkaufen. I like to go shopping. Now, I did mention in my previous tutorial part that you can simply use the verb spazieren to mean walking. So you could simply say also ich spaziere gern, where spazieren is a regular verb. And because there is no noun and no other verb, gern is now coming at the end of the sentence. Or even gerne. So you can say ich spaziere gerne. In the same manner, you can leave out the verb gehen, which has been conjugated here, and use this verb. But this verb, even though this is a regular verb, comes under the category of a regular and separable verb. And if you are going to conjugate this verb, it will be like this. Ich kaufe gern ein, or ich kaufe gerne ein. I like to shop. But because this is a regular and separable verb, because this prefix ein is coming to the end of the sentence, and also because you have not yet covered the grammar of separable verbs, except for the verb auskommen, which I briefly mentioned in my tutorial 6, which means where you are from. So you don't need to yet use this verb in a sentence like this, but use einkaufen with the verb gehen, because at this level it is easier to make this sentence. Now all these three verbs, schreiben, lernen, and gehen, are regular verbs. So let's have a look at the last three irregular verbs. Fahrrad fahren is to ride a bicycle. Then, if you have the hobby of reading books, Bücher lesen. One book is das Buch. Plural die Bücher. So you can say mein Hobby ist Bücher lesen. Or in a sentence, For the previous verb, ich fahre gern Fahrrad. Ich lese gern Bücher. Or you can even say mein Hobby ist Freunde treffen, to meet friends. Ich treffe gern Freunde. So in a sentence where you're conjugating the verb treffen, this is how it will be. Now for all the mentioned verbs, 3 regular verbs and 3 irregular verbs, you will position nicht when you want to negate a sentence. So for a regular verb, it will look like this. If you do not like to go shopping, you will say, ich gehe nicht gern einkaufen. And for an irregular verb, you can say, if you do not like to read books, ich lese nicht gern Bücher. Also note that the questions for the last 3 verbs, Fahrrad fahren, Bücher lesen, Freunde treffen, could have been like this. Fährst du gern Fahrrad? To which you could say, ich fahre gern Fahrrad. Or, ich fahre nicht gern Fahrrad. Liest du gern Bücher? Do you like to read books? Ich lese gern Bücher. Or, ich lese nicht gern Bücher. Triffst du gern Freunde? Do you like to meet friends? Ich treffe gern Freunde. Ich treffe nicht gern Freunde. Then, as I mentioned in my previous tutorial part, the word Liebling plus S and a noun will describe some favorite aspect that you want to talk. A question could be, was ist deine Lieblingssprache? So what is your favorite language? To which you can answer, meine Lieblingssprache ist Deutsch. Or You can even say that your favorite language is your mother tongue, and that is in German die Muttersprache. So meine Lieblingssprache ist meine Muttersprache. My favorite language is my mother tongue. That was all for today. Any questions related to this entire tutorial, you can ask in the comment section. Please like my videos and continue watching the tutorials. Also, do not forget to subscribe to German tutorials for beginners and share my channel's name and link with your friends. Thank you.